Hi guys. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Um, I'm about to break down. I'm about to break down gold for you. So this is how it looks on the weekly, right? As I just mentioned on my previous video, um, we have to change some certain things in our analysis because I was looking back during the weekend and I was like, we cannot hold uh you cannot hold a pair or whatever instrument you're trading to an overall trend or a weekly trend, because at the end of the day we are intraday traders and we find entries on the lower time frame. So we have no business holding on to you know the holding on to a trend that is only relevant on the weekly. So as we move down the time frames, let's also like readjust our take on each and every instrument we trade. So as far as gold is involved, guys, I know the weekly overall, as you can see, is still bullish, sorry, because the high low is still holding and everything. But as you zoom in, you can see that a price is actually at a so I'm not happy with this trend line. Let me just fix it. Mm. Okay, price is currently at a trend line. We don't know if it's about to break or it's about to, you know, we don't know if it's about to break or it's about to just give us a dead touch and go back to the upside. But I believe that the markets are pretty much you know, or the sellers are pretty much strong at this time, because if you look closely, let me show you something real quick. If you look closely, we have a double top right here, a clean one. Price was really attempting to make that higher high on the weekly, but it failed, right? It rejected so aggressively, and the sellers started taking control after that. So you know let's go down to our smaller time frames to see what we actually have here. So if you didn't get the psychology and all the dynamics that played into this part of the market here, because I think I broke it down so perfectly. There's a video where I actually did break it down, and if you haven't watched it, please go check it out. It might actually help with your psychology when it comes to being indecisive. Not that I encourage that type of behavior in the markets, because why are you indecisive and still entering? You should have your rules in place by now. You should know what you are looking for. But if you have problems, you know, um, taking your decisions when it comes to entering and exiting trades and like what you actually look for in the market, please go check it out. I'm just gonna put it right here on the screen at the end of this video. you know. So ever since this consolidation happened, this liquidity grab and everything that happened, the market has been very bearish, and the bears have been, in charge ever since. Because you can even look at the candles. The bearish candles are so strong, and they are very intentional. You understand? So, um, as far as the daily time frame goes, we are very, very, very bearish. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are very bearish when it comes to this. Even if we can try and connect the lower highs, I think we can come up with some sort of I mean, it's too far, but you know, the trend is to the downside. Even though the dead touch is too far, that might actually need price to actually go up, which I don't see happening soon. So let's check the 4 hour. As we can see, man, the price has been very bearish. It has been forming waves, even though the waves are inconsistent when it comes to size and everything. but we have our lower high, lower low, high, lower low, and then lower low, lower high, the blue ones because they're small, and then we have some sort of a range, and we actually analyzed and focused at this drop from here. Remember, those who are tapped in, remember that we actually saw this move coming, and if you took it, you made profits because it was a clean set, it was a clean sell. There was no drawdowns or anything, right? So for the week, this is what I see. And remember, it's NFP week, so the markets tend to act a bit weird when it's NFP. So let's just, be cognizant of that. If you are not, familiar with trading during these type of, conditions, NFP and all the news and everything, just stay out this week and watch what the market does, right? But to those who are used to these type of conditions, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead. So on the 4-hour, this is what we see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This isn't much. This is not much. I don't know what would inspire my entry right here. Let me go to the 1-hour. But I'll just wait and see, honestly. I'd really just wait and see, because it seems to me that since the market broke this range here, let me outline the range for everyone to see. Since we broke the range here, price dropped, came back to retest, right? And then when it dropped again, it failed to break the lows it made when it initially dropped. These lows right here. These lows right here. I mean, price came to these lows, but it rejected, so it rejected. So it's a bit, it's a bit confusing because it looks like the sellers are in control, but then at the same time, the bulls are starting to show some sense of, pressure and everything here, because you might have expected that, okay, this was a break of the range, retest, and then we drop to create another low, but that would be too easy for the retail traders. So that's why the institutions had to step in, or the market makers had to step in, if there's anyone who believe in that. But then the big players in the market has had to step in and test out your psychology, because I mean, as I said before, they know how a retail trader thinks. So yeah, it all depends on you, the type of trader you are. You might actually wait for something that you're familiar with, and before you enter a trade. But for me, I'd say, because it's also forming as if you watch closely, price is in a range here, 2 touches on the resistance, 3 touches on the support. So, and another thing, if you connect the highs, the lower highs from the high of the range, the previous or the most recent high of the range, or the touch of the range resistance, this is what we see, and this might look to you as a break and retest of the trend line, and according to that, you might actually want to buy, right? That's cool. You might actually buy, but you have to be very specific with the setup you're trading, because if you are solely trading this break and retest, you must know that as soon as this black line here that I just drew is broken, you are in. And if price happens to break back inside and drop into this range, the range that it formed. Let me keep the range so that you see what I'm talking about, and if price happens to do something like this, and then we know that this is no longer this is no longer the setup you're trading. So stop holding on to losing trades. Have your stop loss somewhere in the middle of the range if you have a big enough account. But if you're gonna take this buy, hopefully you have your take take profit at this level, because right now we might say the markets are a bit undecided on what they're trying to do, right? So yeah, this is what I see on gold, and I don't know, man. I'm just gonna wait. It's still early in the week to be taking trades, but then sometimes opportunities present themselves early in the market, man. The momentum only started picking up on the Thursday, Friday. So some moves really happen early in the week. So yeah, as for this, I don't know. If you're gonna take the buy, be very, very careful and be specific with what you're trading. But the overall trend on the gold is clearly bearish. So yeah, be very careful trading against the trend, and just be specific with the type of setup, or the setup that you're actually trading on this one. And yeah, that's it from me when it comes to gold. Let's see what the dollar actually has, so that our analysis actually makes sense, man. Or everything is just in harmony, because we can't be contradicting ourselves. I mean, with the dollar, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna start from the weekly. No, let me just start from the weekly time frame for you guys. For those who are really, really intrigued and who are interested in what I have going on. So in the weekly, remember, we have this pattern on the weekly, right? We don't know if it's gonna follow the pattern all the way through, because I really feel like the panic when it comes to the dollar and everything, that you've been hearing about, that the dollar is gonna be it's gonna be replaced, it's gonna be weak and everything. I mean, there's a lot of technical traders out there, so they're looking at this pattern and they're like, what's gonna happen when the dollar not even break this trend line, but then gas to the third touch? The dollar's gonna be very, very weak compared to the other currencies. But we don't know, man. We don't know. And also, I'm not a fundamental trader, but you still have to have your ground your ears on the ground. Sorry, So on the weekly, we've established that, okay, overall the trend is bearish. Higher high, higher low. This wave was broken, created our lower high, a lower low, and then the bearish wave was reversed immediately, right here. Because after this low was broken, we were convinced that we have a lower high here, right? We have a lower high, we have a lower low. But then price didn't proceed to go make, a high. Well, we don't know. Let's just get into it. I was about to lie, because, who am I to say price hasn't made? As long as those lows are broken, as long as this low has been broken, has it been broken though? Has it been broken, guys? This low hasn't been broken, if you're being honest. So this bearish trend, if we're saying the trend is bearish, is still, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And we started having another inside trend right here. One thing about me, guys, I'm gonna be honest with how I look at the markets. I'm not gonna act like I know everything and I'm aware of what's happening every single time. If I see something that raises my eyebrows, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna act like I know it all. So in the process of trying to break this low, this major lower low that we thought we had, our price has been forming a downtrend. We have our lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then it broke the lower high. Now we're on an uptrend, right? The uptrend, we don't know what it's aiming for, or the level it's aiming for, but then let's just see what it's trying to do. Let me remove this, because overall, let's just take the trend that matters to us right now as intraday traders, and that would be this one. I'm not gonna lie, lower high broken, retested and everything. We have our higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think, see, Price is on a bullish trend. The price is very bullish. Look at that. Look at how price is looking. The dollar is bullish, guys, because this high was broken. This high was broken. So we actually have another wave here. A higher low, higher low. And this is a continuation pattern to those who see. So price is still gonna go to the upside. But then as a retail trader, I've suffered a lot of manipulations and a lot of bait in my life. So I know that this is too good to be true. This pattern here, I might be wrong. That's how I miss some of my trades. I'm like, this is too good to be true. Because they see, I mean, the market makers know what we see as retail traders when price does something like this. You understand? So I will wait for some sort of a, manipulation, give you a pump to the upside in one candle to say, okay, the market is going up, you're gonna enter, make your entries and everything. And then as soon as you are in and everything, the dollar drops before it actually goes up. Some retail traders call it a retest, but some retests are 2% for people who actually follow the pattern and everything. Some retests might come here, and reject off of this area right here, come back here before it actually goes up. And it's also so early in the week, we don't know what the market is planning to do. It's also NFP week, so just wait on your earth. If you have an edge to enter now, I mean, I told you that trading is really just following your rules, right? Trading is really just following your rules. If you know that, okay, I entered early and you can see it, just don't be hesitant to be like, okay, shall now I have to go up, because that's what ends up making us blow our accounts and, just holding on to a losing trade, So just follow your rules. Whatever you do, follow your rules. And the next target the dollar is trying to get at, we don't know yet. It might be this supply area or this lower high here. It depends on the momentum. And I think this is a week full of events because it's NFP week and everything. So just be careful, man. These events are gonna drive you crazy. Know yourself as a trader, know the type of market conditions that you excel in, and if you are not given those, stay out. But just watch the market closely, man. We said GBP USD was bearish, right? We said it was selling, and that makes sense because the dollar is looking quite bullish. Even the gold, we just analyzed gold right now, and we are expecting buys according to that pattern. The gold is having the same pattern as this one, but then it's a long trend line that has just been broken and it looks like a retest, right? So just be careful because gold and the dollar cannot be buying all at the same time. So just find out who is trying to bait you first between the dollar and the gold, and be smart about it. Just be smart about it. Don't fall for the bait, because if the dollar is trying to go up, gold should be dropping. So yeah, man, that's all I have for you. I'm about to break down AUD JPY also, so just stay tuned and just let's just soak in what's gonna be happening, and comment down below. Tell me what you think. Just tell me what you see, and let's just grow together, man. This is for us to grow together. Hey, look at gold. Look at the dollar. The dollar is looking strong, but then that candle is too good to be true. I know it's gonna reject. But anyways, love and light, man. Appreciate y'all for watching my videos, and hopefully we get to see some growth together. Thank you.